Good afternoon, Teacher Malia.
Good afternoon, Tomlin. Okay, let's start, kids. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our science class. All right, so last time we discussed about human growth curve. Okay, so today I am going to review that lesson. All right, so I want everybody to get their science textbook. All right, so get your science textbook, class, and open on this page. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so again, last time we discussed about the human growth, okay? So what does the growth curve tell us? All right, so remember that our body grows, it develops from infancy, and then after infancy,
มัน
childhood,
ไม่ได้อะพี่เอ้ย
and then after childhood, it's adolescence, and after adolescence, adulthood, and then the last one is the old age. So those are the 5 stages of human growth. Okay, so a growth curve tells us the rate of growth at the different stages. So look at this. Okay, so remember infancy, that's 0 to 2 years old, right? So this is infancy. So infancy, that's from 0 to 2 years old. And then next is childhood.
เพราะเขา
Childhood is from 3 to 11 years old. So it's here. Childhood. All right. And then after childhood, it's adolescence. That's from 12 to 18 years old. So that's adolescence. Okay, so one more time. Infancy, that's from 0 to 2 years old. And childhood is from 3 to 11. And then adolescence is 12 to 18. And then 19 to 65, that's adulthood. And then 65 and above, that's old age. Now let's try to check this human growth curve. Okay, class, this one, this is what you call growth curve, okay? Growth curve. Okay, what do you call this one? Anialai, what do you call? What do you?
growth curve.
Very good. So this one is growth curve, okay? Now, what is growth spurt? I'm gonna show you. Let's erase this one first. So this one is growth curve. So what is growth spurt? growth spurt is this one. Let's start with infancy. That's the growth spurt. All right, so for infancy, this is the growth spurt. And then for childhood, the growth spurt is from here up to here. So this one is the growth spurt for infancy. And then this one is the growth spurt for childhood. And then this one is the growth spurt for adolescence. Okay, again, this one right here is the growth spurt for infancy. This one is the growth spurt or the growth rate for adolescence, for childhood. And this one, this is the growth spurt or growth rate of adolescence. Okay. Again, what do you call this one? What do you call? Class, what do you call this one? Students, what do you call this one? The growth rate? This is the growth spurt. Okay, very good. And what about this one? What do you call this one?
Growth curve.
Okay, very good. Do you understand? Yes, I do. No, I don't.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Okay, very good.
Yes, I do.
Okay, very good. All right. So class, if you can see the growth curve of the girl, this one, the blue line, the blue curve, stops early when it reaches the age of 20 or from 15 to 20. The growth rate of the girls stops here. Okay, so meaning to say, if it's horizontal line, if it's straight line, meaning to say the growth of the girls stop. But if it's steeper or if it's vertical, the growth of the girls are still increasing. But if it's straight line, it stops. Do you understand? Again, one more time. If the growth rate or the growth spurt of the girls is straight line, horizontal line, straight line, meaning to say the growth rate of the girls stop. And if the growth spurt of the girls is like this, it's a vertical line, that means it's still increasing. So from infancy, childhood, the height or the growth of the girls are increasing from lower to higher height or lower to higher rate. So that's for the girls. And for the boys, this one, the red curve here. So it's same for girls. If the line is straight, meaning to say the growth of the boys stop. Okay. And if the curve or if the line is like this, it's vertical from lower to higher or from lowest to highest, that means that the growth spurt of a boy is still going on. But if it's still straight line, the growth spurt stop. Okay, I have a question. If the growth spurt is like this, what does it mean? What does it mean? If the line is straight, if the growth curve is straight, what does it mean? Anyone? What does it mean if it's straight line? If it's straight line, the growth spurt stop, okay? If it's still like this, vertical line, that means the growth spurt, it's still going on. It's still, the height is still growing, or the height is still increasing. Do you understand? Yes, I do, or no, I don't.
Yes, I do.
Okay, Tamlin, if you understand, can you explain? Can you do it? Can you explain? Do you understand? Yes, I do. No, I don't. How Mai? Again, I'm going to repeat one more time. If the line is vertical, that means the growth spurt, it's still going on, okay? Going up. But if the line is straight line, the growth spurt stop. Stop. Do you understand? Again, one more time. If the line is vertical, the growth spurt, it's still going on, okay? The growth spurt is fast, or the growth rate. Again? Again, one more time, Richard. Okay, class, what page is this? What page is this on your science textbook? I don't have the book.
23.
Okay, Richard.
23.
Okay, Richard, it's on page 23.
23.
Okay, again, class, listen now. If the line is like this, if it's vertical line, the growth spurt or the growth rate is faster. It's still going on. If the growth spurt or the growth rate is like this, straight line, meaning to say the growth spurt stop. Do you understand? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Okay, let's try to answer your homework. All right, everyone, get your science workbook. All right, so get your science workbook, class, and open on this page. What page number is your homework? Does anyone know? What page number is this in your science workbook?
7.
Okay, page number 7. Open your science workbook on page number 7. All right, so let's try to answer your homework. So number 2, human growth. Take the statements that are true about the graph below. Again, take the statements that are true about the graph below. Okay, so this is the graph. So here is your height, and this is in centimeters. And here is your age. And this is the growth curve for girls. For girls, it's blue color. And then the growth spurt the growth curve for boys is red. All right, so let's try to answer your homework. Number 1, can you read Pan Pan Big?
Infants go taller as they
Develop.
develop into children.
Okay, so infants grow taller as they develop into children. So remember that infants starts from 0 to 2. And then when they reach into children, their height is getting taller. So the answer for this one is yes. So you have to take. All right, number 2. Who would like to read number 2? Raise your hand. Number 2. Who wants to read number 2? Raise your hand. No one is raising their hand, so I'm gonna call a name. Who's she? Read number 2. Who's she? Read number 2.
The gold spurt during
During.
during adolescent
Adolescence.
adolescent in
Ni S na ends.
ends earlier
Earlier.
in girls than in boys.
Okay, one more time. Again.
The gold spurt during adolescence ends
Earlier.
earlier in girls than in boys.
Okay, so the growth spurt during adolescence ends earlier in girls than in boys. So if you can see, class, the growth spurt in girls stops over here. And then the growth spurt of the boys stops or ends over here. So this statement is correct. Because if you can see, the girl stops earlier. The growth spurt of the girls ends here. So the answer here is check. And number 3, Tamlung.
There is no difference between
Difference.
the growth
Difference.
curve of boys and that of girls.
Okay, can you read this? Difference. Again, one more time. There is?
Different.
Okay, so
There
this.
is no difference between the growth curve of boys and that of girls.
Okay, so this statement is wrong. It's X. Because there is difference. All right, number 4, Pan Pan, big.
Boys stop going when they
Rich.
reach 10 years of age.
Ni S na years. Again. Boys stop. Boys stop.
Boys stop going when the rear
Reach.
10 years reach 10 years old. 10 years of age.
Okay, so this statement is incorrect. It's wrong. So this one is not true because at the age of 10 here, the boys still growing. The height of the boys are still growing. So the statement number 4 is incorrect. Do you understand? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Okay, now turn your workbook on this page. Let's try to answer the mastery practice. So we have objective question. So write down the correct answers. Don't you worry because we will answer this all together. Okay, let's try to answer number 1 first. Mukmay? Mukmay, read number 1.
Lily is 3 years old. She is
So 3 years old, is it infant, child, adolescent, or adult?
child.
Child, the answer is what letter?
B.
Okay, so the answer is letter B. So write the correct answer. Number 2. Richard, number 2. Richard, number 2. Richard, can you hear me? Here, read number 2. Puberty. Richard, can you read number 2 and can you give me the right answer? All right, I'm gonna call Tunkao. Tunkao, number 2. Can you read number 2? Puberty.
Puberty take place during
Okay, what is your answer? Infancy, childhood, adolescence, or adulthood? The word puberty, where did you find this? Is it in infancy, childhood, adolescence, or adulthood? Okay, so the answer for number 2 is letter C, adolescence. So write the correct answer, letter C. All right, now let's proceed to number 3. Number 3, Chompu.
After going those
Puberty.
puberty, a person can
A, feed himself or feed herself. Letter B, reproduce. Letter C, see better. Or letter D, grow taller. What do you think is the answer? A, B, C, or D? What do you think?
D.
The answer is B, reproduce. Okay, now number 4. Number 4, tonam.
Read further.
Following
Following
stages
for get
involve
involved
the
the
list
la
list physical
list
physical
difficult
changes.
things.
Okay, I'm gonna read one more time. Which of the following stages involve the list physical changes? What do you think is the answer, class? The least physical changes, meaning to say small or less changes in the physical appearance. A, infancy, B, childhood, C, adolescence, or D, adulthood. What do you think? A, B, C, or D? Any guess?
D.
Letter D. So the answer is D, adulthood. Okay. Now number 5. Thought number 21. Thought 21. But it's your turn. Number 5. Number 5. Can you read number 5, Thought? This one. Thought, can you hear me? Okay, I'm gonna call another student. What about Ivy? Ivy, number 5. Can you read number 5? During puberty,
the
female
female
reproductive
rep had
organs
organs
produce. Okay, I'm gonna read it for you, class. Number 5, during puberty, the female reproductive organs produce A, blood, B, egg cells, C, sperm cells, or D, ovary. What is your guess? What is the answer? A, B, C, or D? What do you think? What do you think? A, B, C, or D? What do you think, class? Anyone? Just try. Just give it a try. What do you think? So the answer for number 5 is B, egg cells. So you write the answer, letter B. Okay, Let's proceed to number 6. Photo number 6. Can you try to read number 6? The lining
of the
womb
womb is
shed
shed as
blood. Okay, I'm gonna read one more time. During blank, the lining of the womb is shed as blood. Okay, what do you think is the answer? A, growth, B, reproduction, C, menstruation, or D, puberty? What do you think? What do you think, class? Can you give it a try? Can you give a try? Just try. What letter?
C menstruation.
Letter? C, very good.
C.
So very good thought. Menstruation, letter C. You're right, the answer, letter C. Okay, now let's proceed to number 7. Okay, number 7. Ushi, can you read number 7?
Which of the following is true about a human girl? Cool.
Her. Okay, so I'm gonna read one more
Her.
time. Which of the following is
Which
true?
of about a human girl? Cool.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Hushi. So which of the following is true about a human growth curve? A, at adolescence, females are taller than males. Letter B, at infancy, males are shorter than females. Letter C, at 15 years old, the growth in males is greater than the growth in females. Letter D, females start having growth spurts at around 6 years old. Can you give a try? What do you think? What do you think, class? A, B, C, or D?
C.
C. Wow, very good. So the answer is letter C. At 15 years old, the growth in males is greater than the growth in females. Very good. Okay, number 8. Number 8, what about Ang Pao? Ang Pao, it's your turn. Most males
go
through puberty
puberty
when
where there are
between.
between
Okay, thank you, Ang Pao. So question number 8, class. Most males go through puberty when they are between what age? Letter A, 10 to 12 years old. Letter B, 12 to 16 years old. Letter C, 18 to 20 years old. Letter D, 20 to
B.
30 years old. What letter?
12 to
Okay, very good. So the answer is letter B, 12 to 16 years old. So write the answer for number 8.
อย่ากดปลายทาง
All right. Now let's proceed to number 9. Number 9, who wants to read? Raise your hand. Okay, I'm gonna call Pan Pan small. Pan Pan small. Can you read number 9? Number 9. Which
for the
following
following I
is true
choose but
about
the
the
about
elderly?
elderly?
Again, which of the following is true about the elderly? One more time, Pan Pan small.
It's for the following is
True
true
about. Okay, it's okay.
about the
Elderly. Okay, I'm gonna read one more time. Which of the following is true about the elderly? Letter A. They should not exercise at all. Letter B. They do not need to have a healthy diet. Letter C. Their bones become stronger. Letter D. Their eyesight becomes weaker. What do you think is the answer? A.
Teacher.
What? Tamleng, what is your answer? What do you think? A, B, C, or D? Any guess? Just guess. What do you think? What do you think, class? Just give me a letter. Just try. Who wants to try? Okay, so the answer for number 9 is letter D. Their eyesight becomes weaker. So you're right, letter D. Okay, number 10. Tamlung, can you read number 10?
Which of the following happened to
About.
a male to
No, number 10. Number 10 na, number 10.
which of the following about hormones is not true?
Okay, very good, thank you. So which of the following about hormones is not true? So I'm gonna read letter A. They are chemicals produced by our bodies. Letter B, they are needed for puberty to occur. Letter C, they are produced only during adolescence. And letter D, they can cause adolescents to have acne. So which do you think? Just give a try. Just give it a try, class. What do you think? A, B, C, or D? All right, so the answer for number 10, that's gonna be letter C. they are produced only during adolescence. So this is not true. All right, now let's proceed to number 11. So I'm gonna read number 11, okay? Which of the following happened to a male during puberty? So we need two answers, okay? Again, which of the following happened to a male during puberty? Letter A, menstruation starts. Letter B, shoulders widen. Letter C, hips widen. Or letter D, facial hair starts to grow. So we need two answers. This is for Puchai, okay? Puchai, what happened to the body of Puchai? Or what happened to the body of a boy, of a male, when they reach puberty?
Teacher, may I go to toilet, please?
Yes, you may. What happened? What are the changes, class, for male, for boys?
Teacher, what answer number 8?
Number 8 is letter B. Number 8 is letter B. Number 9, letter D. Number 10 is letter C. Number 11, class, we need two answers. So what are the changes?
B and D.
Again, please, one more time.
B and D.
Wow, very good. B and D. Who said B and D?
Pot.
Wow, Pot. Very good. B
Pot
and
B.
D. Okay, good boy. And number 12. Which of the following happened to a female during puberty? So we are talking about puying. What are the changes? Letter A, breasts develop. Letter B, voice deepens. Letter C, testes enlarge. D, hips widen. What's the answer?
A and B.
Very good, Tom Leung. A, breast develop, and D, hips widen. So you write the correct answer. Okay, I'm going back to number 1, okay? Let's see if you write the correct answer. For number 1, what's the answer? What letter?
B.
B, you can turn on your microphone, class.
D.
Okay, number 2.
C.
Number 3.
B.
B.
Okay, number 4.
D.
B. Number 5.
B.
D.
B, okay. Number 6.
C.
C. Number 7.
C.
C, okay. Number 8.
B.
B. Number 9.
D.
D. Number 10.
D. D.
D.
C. Number 11.
B and D.
B and D, very good. Number 12.
A and D.
Okay, very good. Now let's proceed to this one, number 13. We have subjective questions. Okay, so I'm gonna read it. The pictures below shows kids at different stages of development. So the name of this boy is Kit. So this is picture A and picture B. In picture A, what do you think is the stage of human growth? Any stage alike ka? Picture A, stage alay. Is it infancy? Is it childhood? Is it adolescence? Is it adulthood or is it old age? Letter A, stage alay ka? What stage is this? What stage this is? This is what? Class, listen. Picture A. What stage? What human stage? What do you think?
Chill.
Again?
Hell.
This one is childhood. Try Childhood is from 3
Yeah.
to 11 years old. And picture B, what stage? What do you think?
Adulthood.
Adulthood law. This one is adolescence. Okay. All right. Let's try to answer. What stages of development are shown in pictures A and B? So here's the answer, class. So you copy. Picture B shows adolescence or adult stage. So it can be adolescence or adult stage. You copy. Kian. If you're finished, you can say, teacher, I'm done.
Teacher, I'm done.
Very good, Tamleng. Okay, again, for letter A, that's childhood stage. This one. And for letter B, either adolescence stage or adulthood stage. Are you done? Yes, I do.
Yes,
Are you
I
done?
do.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Or yes, I'm done, or no,
Teacher,
I'm
I'm
not
done.
done. Okay, very good.
Teacher, I'm done.
Teacher,
Very
I'm
good.
done.
Very good. All right, so kids, I think that's all for today. We don't have so much time. Okay, so we will continue this next week. So this week, no homework. No homework for this week. Okay, that's all for today, everyone. Thank you, students.
Thank you,